I really like, but who just can't hack it. Or I have to lead my organization through the crisis we've been trying to deal with for a year. There have been questions about juggling the colliding demands of kids, career, and all that other stuff you want to do, like play golf, renovate your house, or raise money in a walkathon. There have been questions about landing the promotion of your dreams without making any enemies. There have been questions about macroeconomic trends, emerging industries, and currency fluctuations. There have been literally thousands of questions, but most of them come down to this: what does it take to win? And that is what this book is about: winning. Probably no other topic could have made me want to write again, because I think winning is great. Not good, great. Winning in business is great because when companies win, people thrive and grow. There are more jobs and more opportunities everywhere and for everyone. People feel upbeat about the future. They have the resources to send their kids to college, get better health care, buy vacation homes, and secure a comfortable retirement. And winning affords them the opportunity to give back to society in hugely important ways beyond just paying more taxes. They can donate time and money to charities and mentor in inner-city schools, to name just two. Winning lifts everyone it touches. It just makes the world a better place. When companies are losing, on the other hand, everyone takes a hit. People feel scared. They have less financial security and limited time or money to do anything for anyone else. All they do is worry and upset their families. In the meantime, if they're out of work, they pay little, if any, taxes. Let's talk about taxes for a minute. In fact, let's talk about government in general. Obviously, government is a vital part of society. First and foremost, it does nothing less than protect us all from the insidious and persistent challenges to national security that are with us now and for the foreseeable future. But government provides much more: the justice system, education, police and fire protection, highways and ports, welfare and hospitals. The list could go on and on. But even with the virtues of government, it's critical to remember that all of its services come from some form of tax revenue. Government makes no money of its own, and in that way, government is the support for the engine of the economy. It is not the engine itself. Winning companies and the people who work for them are the engine of a healthy economy, and in providing the revenues for government, they are the foundation of a free and democratic society. That's why winning is great. Now, it goes without saying that you have to win the right way, cleanly and by the rules. That's a given. Companies and people that don't compete fairly don't deserve to win. And thanks to well-honed internal company processes and government regulatory agencies, the bad guys are usually found and kicked out of the game. But companies and people in business that are honest, and that's the vast, vast majority, must find the way to win. This book offers a roadmap. It is not, incidentally, a roadmap just for senior-level managers and CEOs. If this book helps them, terrific. I hope it does. But this book is also very much for people on the front lines: business owners, middle managers, people running factories, line workers, college graduates looking at their first jobs, MBAs considering new careers, and entrepreneurs. My main goal with this book is to help the people with ambition in their eyes and passion running through their veins, wherever they are in an organization. You will meet a lot of people in this book. Some may remind you of yourself. Some may just feel very familiar. There's the CEO, who presents the company with a list of noble values, say quality, customer service, and respect, but never really explains what it means to live them. There's the middle manager, who fumes during a meeting with another division of his company, knowing that his co-workers could do so much more if they just stopped patting themselves on the back for a minute. There is the employee who has been underperforming for years, but is just so friendly and nice and clueless, you can't bring yourself to let her go. There is the colleague you can't look in the eye because he's a dead man walking, slowly and painfully being managed out the door. There are the employees who eat lunch every day at what they have dubbed the table of lost dreams, making a show of their resentment of authority. There's the engineer who spent 15 years building a great career, only to throw it in one day when she realized that she had juggled life and work to make everyone happy but herself. You'll also meet a lot of people whose stories are examples of innovation, insight, and grit. There's David Novak, the energetic young CEO of Yum Brands, who has turned every one of Yum's more than 33,000 restaurant chain outlets into a laboratory of new ideas and the entire organization into a learning machine. There's Dennis Naden, the consummate change agent, who never settles for good enough and has intensity to burn. There's Jimmy Dunn, who rebuilt his company out of the ashes of the World Trade Center using love, hope, and an attitude that anything is possible. There's Susan Peters, a working mother and the number 2 HR executive at GE, who could write a book herself on successfully navigating the hills and valleys of work-life balance. There is Chris Navetta, the CEO of U.S. Steel Košice, who helped transform a struggling city in Slovakia while turning a former state-owned steel mill into a flourishing, profitable enterprise. There's Kenneth Yu, the head of 3M's Chinese operations, who catapulted his businesses from modest to high growth by throwing out the phony ritual of annual budgeting and replacing it with a sky's the limit dialogue about opportunities. There's Mark Little, who was devastated after a demotion at GE, but fought his way back to a huge promotion with courage, perseverance, and great results. People are everything when it comes to winning, and so this book is a lot about people. In some cases, the mistakes they've made, but more often their successes. But mostly this book is about ideas and the power of putting them into action. Now, at this point, there might be listeners out there who are skeptical. They're thinking, winning is just too nuanced and complex a topic to cover in 20 chapters. I don't care how many people and ideas are in this book. Yes, winning is nuanced and complex, not to mention brutally hard. But it also happens to be achievable. You can win, but to do that you need to know what makes winning happen. This book offers no easy formulas. There are none. Depending on the chapter, this book does, however, give you guidelines to follow, rules to consider, assumptions to adopt, and mistakes to avoid. The strategy chapter provides a 3-step process. The chapter on finding the right job offers you good signs and warning signals. There are also several themes you'll hear again and again. The team with the best players wins, so find and retain the best players. Don't overbrain things to the point of inaction. No matter what part of a business you're in, share learning relentlessly. Have a positive attitude and spread it around. Never let yourself be a victim. And for goodness sake, have fun. Yes, have fun. Business is a game, and winning that game is a total blast. The road ahead. Before we get started, a word on how this book is organized. It has 4 parts. The first, called Underneath It All, is conceptual. It certainly contains more management philosophy than most business people have time for on any given day, and certainly more than I ever thought about in one sitting when I was working the day shift. But there's a substructure of principles to my approach to business, and so I lay them out in this first part. In brief, the 4 principles are about the importance of a strong mission and concrete values, the absolute necessity of candor in every aspect of management,